Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back. We're gonna try to find this reward.
It's hidden in your ass.
Well, I know they were pointing us in the other direction, but he said award, so we have to go back here, right?
They were pointing me in this direction, and I've been playing video games for a long time, so I know when they say to go this way, you go the other way.
Ah, this is the reward they were talking about.
Collectibles out of the ass if you go the opposite way. I like that pretty much all video game design could be boiled down to the SpongeBob meme where he's like, that way there. You're saying that we should go that way? That's right. Well, I'm going this way.
That is unbelievably true. Well, it's funny because according to my wife, Chris, anytime there's a SpongeBob thing, it's a, hey, it's Chris. And I'm like, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you are correct.
I gotta get all the collectibles, you know?
I mean, I'm not as dedicated as some people. I just really like the show. I think I've sent you the guy's video who has just like an absurd assortment of Nickelodeon stuff, but especially SpongeBob.
Well, yeah, he's the MVP.
You know they made a SpongeBob themed CRT TV? Like, they made a lot of these novelty, like, small CRT TVs back in the early 2000s. I know, like, a few family members that had, like, a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they made a SpongeBob one that I didn't know about that came with a SpongeBob that also had a SpongeBob-themed DVD player, and it's the only stupid SpongeBob thing I want.
I get it.
Because it's so ridiculous and stupid and a perfect conversation starter.
Oh, dude, you ready for this?
Oh, there we go.
And then I turned into a fucking boat.
I turned into a boat. At least someone turned into a fucking boat in this game. Yeah.
Tall enough to ride?
Are we?
I don't know.
You know what I find really funny about the swinging boat ride?
What?
Is the fact that Disney doesn't have a swinging boat ride.
This is a ripoff.
They have one boat ride, which doesn't look like that. And then one fake boat ride, which definitely doesn't look like that. The only boat they got is good old steamboats from
Steamboat Millie.
the guy who made the book about the Huckleberry Finn Man.
Buckleberry fan?
What was his name actually? I know it, I just can't think of it. Tom
Sawyer?
Not Tom Sawyer.
Tom
I think he
Moyer?
also wrote Tom Sawyer, but no, it's the dude who wrote them, and I can't fucking think of it. I can't believe it.
Tom Moyer?
No.
Not Tom Sawyer?
No.
I don't know his name. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever. They have a boat ride named after him. I can't believe I can't think of it.
Okay.
But it's a steamboat. It's not a pirate ship. It's bullshit.
Steamboat?
Steamboat Willie.
Bill, Willie, Millie? Jilly?
Nice job, Wonder Boy. We
Gross.
checked the whole area.
Stop PDAing.
It looks like everyone's
Stop trying to
safe.
fuck each other. There are children
great.
present.
We did what we could.
You heroes have been busy little bees.
That's right. We've been fucking a queen for hours. Anyways.
Oh, look. More trouble.
It's Hades.
Herc, let's go.
Right.
How are we supposed to get up there?
You walk.
Shit!
Have you never watched Lord of the Rings? I will admit that these worlds are a lot bigger than previous games' worlds, which also makes me feel like there's going to be less of them in this game than there have been in previous games.
I think there is less of them.
I can kind of tell immediately because this one's been going on for a long fucking time. Like, I feel like the length of this one is already longer than 2 of the previous games, like, worlds.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, sparkly
Jumpstones.
steps. Finally, I can Aqua too. I like this mechanic. It seems important.
It's so practical.
I love it that it's just like, there's tiny points that you can stand on that have sparkly lights on them. Me. Where have I seen this before? I'm pretty sure it involved a raccoon that stole shit.
Yes.
So you know how people are always like, oh god, you know how people are always like, the 16-bit era was like this perfection era for 2D
Pinnacle
games.
2D games and all
like
that junk.
You know what, I've realized that the pinnacle of 3D games was only the generation after they came into existence. Because everything that was done on the PS2 has just been redone to death from, like, that point forward.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
There's just nothing new or interesting. It's just all, like, the same ideas recycled over and over again.
Yeah, no, you...
They're just made slightly more, like, mechanically sound, you know what I mean? They just, like, you tweak it so it's way, like, it feels better. But, like, the actual mechanic is still there.
Yeah, no, you're 100% on the money there, man.
Like, GTA was just like, it's a game that involves, you know, stealing cars and driving around, and now it's like, when you have an open world game, it involves using vehicles to get around the world quicker, and, like, walking on foot to do certain missions, but only certain missions when you can't do them in a car, and, like, that's just, like,
then you get in a car and you have to go kill this guy, so you just run him over.
Like, the fact that the biggest innovation to open world games since GTA 3 was Ubisoft's climb to the top of a thing to fill out the map really tells you how little we've improved gaming since.
You are right.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I have very mixed feelings about what the fuck do you call them? Ubisoft towers.
Yeah, I kind of hate them actually at this point.
I kind of hate them too.
Yeah, like
because everything uses them.
It was cool, like in it was cool from like Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed like 3ish. It was alright. It was like, alright, it's still neat, it's cool because you get to see the big nice landscape with this nice panoramic shot and everything. But you know what I don't like about it?
What don't you like, Chris?
Why does it fill out my fucking map? Just give me the whole fucking map. If I want to climb to the top of these towers, I would just do it anyways because I think it would be fun. Like, my favorite example of this is Spider-Man 2, the original Spider-Man 2 based off the movie Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
They had the tallest...
2: A Quest for Peace, yeah.
They had the tallest building in that game, right? Yeah. And I can't tell you how many times I climbed the fucking tallest building in that game.
Just to get a sense of what you were doing?
Just because it was fun to climb up and take a huge, like, shot of, like, the world and see how big it was at the time. I didn't need the game to tell me to go fucking do that so it could fill out my map. I just wanted to do it because the world was interesting. That's my problem with it. Like, now it's like, oh, the world's not interesting enough for you to want to fill out the map. So, like, we make you have to. And it's like, why? Just give me the whole fucking map. The new Spider-Man game does that. They have the Ubisoft, like, climb the radio towers and solve a really shit puzzle so that you can fill out your map. And I'm just like, why? Just give me the fucking map. I don't care about the fucking... Like, I don't care about these fucking towers. Like, if I want to take a look at around the world from the top of a rooftop, I'm probably going to do that anyways to, like, get a juxtaposition of where the fuck I am in New York and how the fuck I get to Times Square. I don't know. It just feels so fucking pointless. It's like if I wanted to climb to the top... Like, it made sense in Ubisoft's first games with Assassin's Creed because climbing to the top of the tower was the puzzle in itself. But when I'm fucking Spider-Man... And I can just mad sprint up the side of a building with no resistance. There's no fucking reason.
Yeah, I never really got to that.
It's a mechanic that was cool for the first, like, year and a half.
Yeah.
And then everyone started doing it to the point where it's like, I don't fucking care. And you want to know what makes me realize how much I don't fucking care?
How much?
Because GTA 5 doesn't have it, and I don't miss it.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm playing GTA 5 and I was like, man, I really wish I could climb to the top of these skyscrapers and fucking look around in a panoramic view. At no point do I ever have that feeling, which makes me which gives me the tell of like, yeah, this is not important.
No.
Like, at all. That's a giant foot. I wonder what it was attached to.
A giant statue.
I wonder if that giant statue had a giant dog.
Whoa! Kids game.
Oh, good point. Definitely didn't have a giant dog.
He had a giant long. Oh God, kill me.
I mean, if you insist.
Alright.
It's alright, Derek. I can't kill you.
I need you for the show.
I need you for the show. Your value is immense. For now.
Dude. We're at 250.
Are we actually at 250?
Yep, we were at
Last time I
250 when I
checked, it
checked
was
this morning.
249, so hell yeah.
When I checked this morning, 250.
We're a quarter of the way there, guys. Keep it up.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah,
as
like,
they say on
like
the
comment,
internet.
and subscribe, which apparently, by saying that, makes people more likely to subscribe. Apparently.
I hate it.
I don't buy it, to be completely honest.
But remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
There was like two people. There's the people that are just like, it shows that it has a higher chance of working, and then there was another person who is just like, I have seen no actual proof that this does shit.
So remember how in the last game we could like infinite vertical height by mashing against the wall?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you can do that in this game.
Yeah, they probably thought about that and were like, man, this is a little broken when we need them to climb something.
Yeah. I wish it worked.
I mean, they also, in fairness, they did give you the ability to run straight up special glowing walls, so
Yeah,
it
only
evens
specific
out.
ones.
Yeah, it evens out. Oh god. Poor Sora. I like that they let you jump now so you can kill flying enemies with it. The most invulnerable enemy type in the entire game.
Flyers.
Flying enemies. The ones that are so fucking hard to hit. Da, da. Oh, we can't go up that way, Derek. That's a hill that's slightly too big.
That's a you're not supposed to go this way.
That's a you're not supposed to go this way hill. I feel like that's the way you're supposed to go.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah, this seems like a dead end.
By dead end, you mean more treasure chests.
Exactly.
Because we've played games before.
Or is it? Video games are interesting when it comes to figuring out where you're supposed to not go.
Yeah.
Have you ever... I'm sure you've run into this like a million times like I have, but have you ever had the moment where you're just like the path splits in two and you're like, alright, I know one of these progresses the story and the other one gets me bonus shit, but which is it?
Yes.
You're just staring at it for a while, like, I guess I'll go right.
Oh, I guess this was the way I was supposed to go. I'll have to go back.
Apparently, yeah. It's like, apparently.
Dude, there's this guy over here. I need to whack him.
The literal reverse. Oh, finally, the teacups. My favorite park ride that they've had to nerf. You know, teacups actually have limiters on them because you could spin them.
So fast.
Absolutely absurd levels of speed. Dude, I don't know if I've ever told the story on the show, but I will tell the story. So back before, I feel like all the teacups either are broken or had crazy limiters put on them to prevent you from being able to spin them, like, fucking at all, because I don't know what the hell happened, but teacups went from being super easy to spin to being fucking impossible to spin, and I don't know why.
So people don't hurt themselves, Chris.
But me and my friends were like, it was funny because I'm at a friend's, I'm with a bunch of friends at Six Flags, and we're like, let's go on the teacups. I'm like, you do not want to go on the teacups with me. You do not want to do that. And they're like, no, come on, it'll be fun. I'm like, you don't understand. When I spin the teacups, I fucking spin the teacups.
Just murdered that guy.
He did. That man was made of sand, and now he's made out of death. I was like...
Yeah, Chris with his spinning around like a loon.
I'm like, I fucking spin the teacups. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like, I'm always like, people are just like, oh, I'm like, alright, if we're going on the teacups though, we don't eat first. Because, like, everyone thinks they can handle it until I'm spinning the teacups. Because everyone gets to a certain point of spinning where they're just like, okay, I don't want to spin it anymore, and I'm just sitting there like ripping the wheel like all fucking muscle.
This is what they call insane in the membrane.
Like, I literally have myself, like, braced up against both seats, like, foot, like, fully planted, like, ripping at both muscles, full body weight.
Like a loon.
Spinning the fucking thing. Well, because what happens is it gets to a certain point where, you know, it's the law of diminishing return, right? It starts spinning so fast you can't spin it any faster. I get to the point where I literally can't spin it faster than it's already spinning. It literally, like, if I try to, I'm just slowing it down at that point. And that's when I stop. The funny part about that is, at that point, the G-force is so fucking fast at that point that I literally have to pull myself off the seat to reach the fucking wheel. I'm like, you know, when you're spinning so fast that you're like slammed against the fucking wall and you have to like really use all your might.
This is the Chrisest things, though.
Like, I will literally peel myself off the seat back to the wheel and start ripping it again. And all my friends are just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Chris is what they call insane.
So normally I don't go on the teacups. Because, especially now, because now they're all either broken or they have limiters or something because they're so hard to spin now.
Because they have people like you, Chris.
Yeah. I honestly think me and people like me might be the reason that they don't work anymore, but...
Well, yeah, that is true.
But that was, like, always the thing, and I'd, like... And while we're, like, waiting in line for the teacups, I'd always be, like, scouting which one looks like it's spinning the fastest, and be like, we're going for that one. That one's probably most likely the least broken. We're going for that one.
I am not shocked by you doing that at all.
It's just always funny. It's especially, my sister always wants to go on the teacups. So normally she'll be the one that's like, let's go on the teacups, and I'm just like...
Are you sure?
Sure you want to go on the teacups? It's just like, my sister doesn't care. My sister wants me to spin it as fast as shit. She thinks it's fucking hilarious.
Because she's like you, Chris. A loon.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's because, like, normally we go with people who've never had to deal with
Chris.
So they're like, oh yeah, the teacups are fun, and my sister's probably just sitting there laughing in her head like, these fucking idiots, they don't know what they're getting into.
They don't understand my Chris.
And
he's insane.
And, like, no amount of pleading with me will help you.
Chris, no,
like,
please.
Like, there's people who are like, I've gone with friends of mine who go like, oh, I get motion sickness really easily, and I'm just like, oh, that's fine. You know, just don't think about it. So
spinning around like a fucking loon.
Yep. Oh my god, I went with a friend of mine, at, like, several points he had to, like, take 5, where he was just like, he's like, I gotta take 5, I cannot handle all this fucking shit in a row. And meanwhile, I'm just, like, hitting every ride, like, multiple times sometimes. Sometimes you'd be like, oh, I gotta take 5, and I'll be like, alright, and I get immediately back on the ride that we just got off, and made him fucking nauseous.
Well, yeah, that's what you do, Chris.
I do 5, I'll be like, alright, well, I'll be back. Right back onto the spinners. And, I just, like, at the end of the day, he was just like, he's like, how the f*** do you handle this? And I just responded with, yes, I just have a stomach of steel, pure steel. Nothing can make me nauseous.
Yeah, you're insane.
I have actually made myself horrendously sick only one time, but I have to explain how I did it because it's not a situation that you would normally run into. So,
Chris doing something insane? No.
So you know, like, the Gravitron, the, like, giant spaceship thing that spins around and sticks you to the wall? Well, I rode that upside down, sitting upright.
Why?
Because I'm stupid.
Well, yeah.
Just to see if I could do it. So, there were people already riding it upside down, and I was like, oh, I want to do that, that's hilarious. So, you sit behind the operator so he can't see you. And then, fucking, like, right when it gets going, you start getting some traction force. You fucking flip yourself upside down, so you're riding the ride upside down. And then when it was riding upside down, I sat up and just looked directly up at the ceiling. as it was spinning.
Like a crazy person.
That made me horrendously sick, because I'm being spun now with centrifugal force where my head is here, my body is now spinning faster than my head is spinning. I'm looking straight up as I'm feeling the fucking motion going this way, and I got horrendously sick at that point.
Like a loon.
I was really... At that point, I was like, I need to sit down for hours. Like, I need to just sit down for the next hour and a half, please. And I still didn't throw up. I just did not feel well. It's like... yeah, that's... And then, but I do have a new one. I've developed this one slowly, which is... If something rotates outward, right, like, there's different kind of spins. Like, there's spins where you face inward and spin where you face outward.
Yes.
I've realized that if I'm spinning outward, when the ride is slowing down, I get nauseous a little bit.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's specifically when it's slowing down. When it's going fast, nothing. It's when it's coming to a stop and I'm just slowly rotating around the outside edge. I'm like, okay, can I get off this ride? Like, holy shit, feels horrible.
Just like before.
Guys, this is getting worse by the minute. I hope I'm wrong, but my family may need me.
Oh yeah, because he's a demigod. The horse heard the whistle and just fucking dumped the other two!
Yes.
Sora, I'm gonna fly ahead.
This has never been a good idea.
His face looks... The horse's face at least looks slightly better in this this interpretation than the first time we saw him. Where he looked incredibly fucking derpy.
His father is a god. But doesn't that mean Herc is a god too?
No, he's
Yes.
a demigod. Learn the rules. He's only half god. His father was a god, but his mother was a normal woman. Therefore, he's a demigod.
Yeah.
Learn the fucking rules, Sora.
No. Organization 13's here. He'll
Correction, it's the real Organization 13. They changed the name.
Yeah, no, they do that later, Chris.
Yeah, we haven't got there yet.
That's tough. All I know is that she was in trouble. Suddenly, I wanted to save her with all my heart.
It's just like,
We fight with all our
all you need to be a real hero is a babe to save and a bitch to fuck. It's just... All I know is that Meg was in trouble, and I put my dick in that, so clearly something needed to be done. Oh, that's a big rock.
Well, going up the cliff.
We better... You better kill him quickly, Derek.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be happening.
It's alright, Derek. I believe in you.
I don't. Not with how many cutscenes are in this game.
Dude, that's a literal rock slide.
I'm angry!
And I'm here because they said there'd be food. Oh shit, he died. Oh no, he's good.
Don't worry, we're Sora. We can't die yet.
Sora was powered by the ability of Kingdom Hearts. He fills his hearts with everlasting heartness. Got him.
Got him!
Got him. Tit.
Oh, there's a chest right here. Okay, good. Good. I'll grab this chest while I'm fighting this boss.
Finally, a chest that's for me.
Yeah. We'll cut out here.
Alright. We're gonna call it here. We'll pick it up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.